So Sam was filming my rundown of the Belgian Grand Prix. So it wasn't really much I could write about this race, as it wasn't the most exciting, but I'm going to just go over everything I can go over, and I hope you enjoy it. Hopefully the next few races are more exciting. So I am back to college. The day I'm filming this, I'm in for a few days, I'm in for a few hours, and then I don't start back for another week. So I will be bulk filming some videos on racing, but obviously my ones on the race rundowns will be hopefully up every Tuesday at 5. But I will let you know once I've got my timetable. I'll probably put it into the description when my videos will be uploaded on the race rundowns, because I'm not sure about that yet. So we're just going to start. So qualifying. Okay, so this was a shocking one. So out in Q1 it was Magnussen P20, then it was Latifi, Giovinazzi, Grosjean and Raikkonen. So they were all out in Q1. So Russell actually in the Williams got through to Q2 and he was P15, which is amazing for Williams around a track like that. And then Vettel was actually P14 and Leclerc was P13. So yeah, the Ferraris, yeah. In FP3, Vettel was actually plumb last. And in FP1, the only people behind the two Ferraris were the two Williams, and that was purely, and there was the two, I think Giovinazzi and the two Hasses, but they hadn't come out for a lap in FP1, so yeah. Then it was Gasly and Kvyat, the two Alpha Tauris were 12th and 11th, and then Q3 it was Norris, Stroll, Perez, Sainz, Ocon, Albon, Ricciardo was 4th, Verstappen was 3rd, Bottas was 2nd, and obviously Lewis Hamilton was on pole. So we'll get on to race day. So Sainz didn't actually start the race, he had an exhaust failure on the outlap, and then the main focus point on this weekend was about Antoine Hubert. So they do the anti-racism stance for every race, and for this race they did the anti-racism, and the ones who took knee, the ones who didn't, and they did a minute of silence before the F2 and the F1 for Antoine Hubert, who lost his life horribly in Spa last year in an F2 crash. I don't know if any of you probably will know if you're watching my channel about racing and stuff. So yeah, that happened. His mum was there, and pretty sure her sister was there, so it was his mum and his auntie was there, and Wamon Moncrier, who was the other injured party in the crash, he's still recovering and hoping to be back in the car for next season. So yeah, that's that little thing. It's quite heartbreaking to think it was Pierre Gasly's best friend and Esteban Ocon and Charles Leclerc, they were all close friends, so yeah, it breaks my heart a lot. So yeah, lap 1 Leclerc was up to 9th, so he got from, was it 13th? Yes, he got from 13th to 9th on the first lap. He did really well. Lap 2 Gasly did an overtake on Perez and Eau Rouge, and it was mega, so I had to just write this in because it was like one of the most amazing overtakes I've ever seen. So yeah, Gasly on Perez and Eau Rouge, it was just mad, and I feel like it would have been hard for Gasly around that corner because obviously that's where the crash happened and where he lost his best friend, so I feel like that would have been not an easy overtake for him to do. Lap 11 Giovinazzi and Russell had a crash. It was a massive one. There was a safety car. Basically everyone pits apart from 2, and everyone was okay. Giovinazzi lost it, and then his tyre flew off his car, and then Russell had to avoid the car, and then as he was avoiding the car he had to avoid the tyre, and then he went into the barriers, and it was a really bad crash. Like, when they showed it I thought, sugar. But yeah, luckily everyone was fine in that one. Everyone but Perez and Gasly pitted. They didn't pit. Gasly started on the hard tyre. Perez probably started on the medium or the soft, I'm not sure. But yeah, then the Alfa Romeo overtook the Ferrari, which that was like one of the main talking points. So Kimi Raikkonen overtook Vettel. And lap 44, Ocon passed Albon for 5th. So yeah, that was a big one. Nothing really happened with the top 3. The top 3 stayed the same the whole race. Beginning, Ricciardo and Verstappen had a little bit of a tussle, but it was nothing major. With the pits, basically when they pitted for hard tyres under the safety car on lap 11, it sort of made the race really, really boring. And then Verstappen and Hamilton were complaining of tyre issues. That did spice it up a bit, and Hamilton was like, I've lost power. He didn't lose power, he was fine. He was like the boy who cried wolf. This is one of the shortest race rundowns I've ever filmed, but there was just not much to speak about. Like, they managed to get 6 minutes of highlights, and I managed to get like, that's literally all the notes I managed to get. because that's like the finishing order. So I'm just going to go through this finishing order. So it was Hamilton, Bottas, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Ocon, Albon, Norris and Gasly. I think that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then it was Stroll and Perez, and that finishes the top 10. So they all scored points. And then the non-point scorers was Kvyat, Raikkonen, Vettel, Leclerc, Grosjean, Latifi and Magnussen. And then did not finish was Giovinazzi, Russell and Sainz. Sainz didn't even get to start the race. Giovinazzi and Russell crashed out on lap 11. Fastest lap went to Ricciardo on the last lap, and Gasly got driver of the day, which I kind of wanted Vettel to get it because I feel like Vettel deserves it. But then I just feel like for this weekend Pierre definitely deserved it. He did amazing. He got up to obviously is it 8th? Yeah, he was amazing, and for him to be able to come back with such like strength and courage, I really think is admirable. So yeah, that was a really short race from Dan, I know, because there just isn't much to speak about. It was quite a crappy race weekend really. Hopefully this weekend, which is Monza, is a little bit better. I'm expecting the Ferraris to not do very well again, and I'm expecting the Mercedes to dominate again, but the engine modes actually go in this race, so there is going to be, you can't have different engine modes for qualifying in the race, so there'll be no like fast lap under an engine mode for Mercedes. So hopefully that makes it a little bit more exciting for us. And we might see Verstappen fighting in there, because I'm sick of seeing it Hamilton, Bottas and Verstappen, or Bottas, Verstappen, Hamilton, or Verstappen, no, I'm not sick of seeing Verstappen when he's won once, or like Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas. I'm sick of them doing the podium now. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'm really sorry it was so short. This wasn't much for me to speak about. So yeah, I'll hopefully have my new schedule in the description. Just once I've got my college timetable, I can let you know when I'll be uploading. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button and hit the notification bell that's down here somewhere, and subscribe if you haven't already. Comment any videos you'd like to see on racing. I have got some planned, but I just don't want to announce them until I fully plan them, because yeah, just don't. I'm also might be going to a race this year for the British GTs. If I do, I might film that. What else have I got to say? Go and check out my TikTok and Instagram, that's LilyMorris_1, and my Twitter is LilyMorrisF1. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.